Hi, this is Sebastien Braxton, and welcome back to our series on the entrepreneurial mindset. This is episode number 5 on wealth. Now, as I slipped into my bed that night after a long, hard day's work in high school, my brother was giggling. Now, as I asked him what exactly was so funny, he began to share with me that I gave him a pack of Tic Tacs earlier that day, and that he proceeded to sell them to our 3 younger siblings at 50 cents a Tic Tac. Crazy markup, right? Now, the interesting thing was my siblings actually went to their savings that they normally use for their lunch money and began to purchase these Tic Tacs, 50 cents a piece, used all their savings. Now, this actually reveals something interesting about human nature and our relationship to money from a very young age. They were willing to give up their savings for their future lunches just for these Tic Tacs at this particular moment. It was Zig Ziglar who said, "The chief cause for failure and unhappiness is that we sacrifice what we want most for what we want now." Many of us, even in developed countries, have little to no savings in the bank. And what makes matters even worse is that through credit, we can actually spend money we don't even have yet, and it's already committed. Well, in this sense, what exactly can we do to make better financial choices? Well, entrepreneurial thinking actually helps us to take a completely different approach to resources and money in particular. You see, in an entrepreneurial mindset, the idea is that money is a resource to reaching towards your goal. We focus on the future and not the moment. And what this kind of leads us to is that we have the resources to actually improve on opportunities that we see when they come because we have the money. Uncle Cleaver was actually a perfect example of this. Him and his wife had actually owned many homes in the Mississippi Delta area simply by saving. And Uncle Cleaver used to famously tell his nephew, if you get 2 dimes, make sure you save 1. And Uncle Cleaver showed us that you could actually be your own bank. Most people go to the bank to take money out, but Uncle Cleaver was going to the bank to put money in. And his deposits always exceeded his expenses. So what I really want to challenge us to do with this particular dimension of entrepreneurial thinking is to focus on the future rather than the moment. Don't allow yourself to fall into the impulses of buying unnecessary things or focusing on impressing other people with nice clothes or fancy cars and things like that. Last but not least, I really want to present this idea to us that most people who are very wealthy, who have resources, are using them to actually empower themselves, to solve problems for other people and to create value for them. And when you do that, the resources will automatically flow in if we can just change our mindset about money.